probably comes to mind when you think of a substation. Not this. The unique metal design grabs your attention. Inside, it has the same collection of electrons, protons, and neutrons as any other substation. But how is the energy utilized?
We started planning on this project back in 2003. It will not be your grandfather's substation.
Michael Clark knows this project well. The first question to him, what does a substation do?
Easiest way I could describe it for somebody, everyone has a cell phone and everybody gets a charger with that cell phone. And usually, like an iPhone, I have an iPhone and there's a cube and that's a transformer. That in itself is a substation. And I plug it into the wall and it takes the voltage from the wall, it steps it down to the lower voltage that my cell phone needs to charge and operate on. That
simplifies things. Substations take the power surging in from high voltage lines and convert the flow to a manageable level. So, when a Citylite customer flips a switch, instantaneously an electrical charge powers a lamp, producing the glow that lights an entire city each night. But let's back up a step. How are substations energized? How do Seattle residents get their power?
Well, for Seattle Citylite, primarily we generate our power from hydro resources. We of course own our dams up on the Skagit River.
That includes Ross Dam, named after Citylite's first superintendent, J.D. Ross, Diablo Dam, and lesser-known Gorge Dam.
And over in Boundary.
He's referring to Boundary Dam, way up in northeastern Washington along the Canadian border. The hydropower from those 4 dams provides Citylite half the electricity its customers need. That fast-moving flow of water spins turbines that produce electricity. From there, it's increased to higher voltages.
From the generators, the power is transmitted through very high-capacity, high-voltage transmission lines that bring it from the generation source down to the city and will come into a substation much like Denny.
Some high-voltage lines carry 500,000 volts. Compare that to your average electrical outlet at just 120 volts.
The lines coming into Denny right now will be 115,000 volts. They will get reduced down to 13,000 volts for the circuits out in the street. And at the vaults from there, the transformers would then reduce it down to the voltages that the buildings require for their operation. And the substation serves to provide safe transmission of that power.
But even with all the electricity surging into this substation, it'll produce some of its own power.
We're looking to improve the sustainability aspect of the facility as much as possible. We do have some solar installation along the north perimeter.
Heat recovery will also contribute.
Heat is generated in any transmission or transformation of power. So when the circuits are loaded and there's a lot of circuit flow, there will be heat generated. We're recovering that heat from the switchgear room and then piping it into the facilities. At full capacity of the substation, we're hoping that it will potentially make our community spaces net energy zero.
Watch CityStream Thursday nights at 7 on the Seattle channel, or get video on demand and podcasts anytime at seattleichannel.org.